Hello and welcome everybody. I invite you to join me as I take on a challenge of transforming my morning with a wonderful creative routine that will spark my day. By improving my focus, by increasing my productivity, reducing my stress levels, and giving me a greater sense of accomplishment and achieving my goals in good time management. I would wake up in the morning and my brain is beautifully relaxed and fresh and creative and in a wonderful state of fertile ground of new ideas. But then I'd fall into the trap of reaching out for the cell phone, which has become an automatic action on the part of all of us in the morning, and this shocks your system into the reality of nothingness. And it just drowns your voice out. It just breaks your creativity completely. It blocks it. And at this stage of my life, I realize I need to do something to motivate myself to feel creative. It's not always easy. And that's when I decided to start drawing as a beautiful morning routine to set my day going. Instead of going to the gym or being completely, overexert myself, just a placid, wonderful morning of sketching after a lovely cup of coffee. Let's spend some time and go through this process. Drawing meditation is about focusing on the action and not the outcome, which helps quiet the loud inner critic that judges every single line you make. Instead of consuming chaos from my phone, I would generate simple marks on a page. It was my way to finally become a fountain and not a drain, to create before I consumed. So how did I actually do this? I promise it's radically simple. Here are a few key steps. First and foremost is no phone. When your alarm goes off, turn it off and put your phone completely out of reach. Give yourself just a few minutes of quiet before the world's noises rush in. This prevents your brain from being overstimulated and allows it to maintain a more relaxed, creative state. Your setup. You just need a piece of paper and something to write with. A napkin, a ballpoint pen, and a ballpoint pen works perfectly. You don't need fancy art supplies. In fact, the simpler the better because it keeps the focus on the process and not the tools. Then you sit down and take a breath, and for 5 minutes, just make 5 to 10 minutes, just make marks on a page. That's the entire instruction. Don't try to draw a house or a face. Let your hand move freely. Draw circles, zigzags, flowing squiggles, tiny dots, or one long, continuous looping line that fills the page. And then another important thing is create without expectation. Focus on the physical sensation, the feeling of the pen gliding on the paper, the quiet scratching sound it makes. This is about anchoring yourself to the present moment, like a boat dropping its anchor in a calm harbor. If your mind wanders to your to-do list or an email or any outside stimulation, gently guide it back to the mark you're making. This is a mindful exercise and not an art test. The final product is irrelevant. The transformation happens in the process. I didn't notice a dramatic change overnight, but after about a week, the morning fog began to part. The first major benefit was a huge increase in my ability to focus. By starting my day with a single quiet task, I was training my brain for concentration. Secondly, my creativity started to flow again. The 5 minutes of drawing acted like a gentle warm-up for my imagination. Ideas began to bubble up, like hidden springs of water, finally finding their way to the surface now that the path was clear. By replacing one negative habit with one positive one, I had fundamentally flipped the script of my day, turning myself from a passive consumer into an active creator from the moment I woke up. You don't need a massive, elaborate routine to completely change your life. The most profound shifts come from the smallest, most consistent actions. Reclaiming my morning wasn't about adding to my plate. It was about subtracting what drained me and replacing it with something that truly nourished me. There is so much more than just doodling. It's a decision to start your day on your terms. It's a quiet commitment to create before you consume. So here is my invitation to you. Try it for just 1 week, for the next 7 days, before you sit at a single screen. Give yourself 5 minutes with a pen and paper. See how it feels to start your day with a quiet moment and your own creation. I would absolutely love to hear from you, how it goes. Leave a comment below, please, and share your experience. And tell us about your own creative morning routines if you have any. Your story may be the one that sparks the inspiration for somebody else. And if you want more ideas for living a creative and mindful life, make sure to subscribe, please. Thanks for watching, and here's to a more creative morning. Thank you very much.